Alright, so we're going to take this shredded beef that I made, and we're going to make shredded beef wraps. What I like to call carnivore shredded beef wraps. They're like little burritos, except we just use cheese. So you just lay out whatever cheese you want, depending on the thickness of your cheese. If you do a real thin cheese, you're going to want to only bake it for like 2 to 3 minutes. But we bake it at 375 preheated oven. You lay it on parchment paper like this. If it's a thick, normal sized cheese, good thickness, you want to bake it at about 4 minutes. And then after you bake it at that 4 minutes, you're going to take it out. It's going to be slightly melted and bubbly. You're going to give it a couple minutes to cool down. And then what you're going to do is get you some tongs and get your beef. And you're going to put it in the cheese just a little bit. And then you're going to roll the cheese back up. And then you're going to do that with all your cheeses and all your meat. Then you're going to pop it back in the oven for 5 minutes. And then it's done. But yeah, I'm waiting for this oven to preheat. I'm going to pop these in as soon as it preheats. It's going up right now, as you can see. And then I'll let you see the end product. I also am going to do some carnivore bread, flatbreads that I've learned from another channel, but I kind of have a little mix on it on how I do it myself, and I'll show you that too. And here we go with the cheese going in the oven. It's going in there at 375. We're going to give that 4 minutes. Remember, I said if you have a thinner cheese, it's going to be 2 to 3 minutes. You just have to really keep a watch on it so you don't overdo it. You just want it slightly melted and slightly bubbly. Alright, they're done at 4 minutes. Whew. And that's all you want.
Uh-oh, don't you have to stay up here if you can help? It's so hot.
Will you grab those eggs out of the way, babe? Those are... Oh, I got my pot holder in one a little bit. There you go. See, they're melted and bubbly. 4 minutes.
Oh
no. So we're gonna give them a couple minutes to cool off, and then we'll show you how to do the rolling of it. So if they melt together too much like this, all you gotta do is take your little spatula and separate the cheese a little bit, because you don't want it all stuck together. Unless you want to make one big burrito, which me and my wife have done, put 2 or 3s together.
Oh yeah.
And we just made big burritos out of them, which actually is pretty cool if you're eating carnivore and you're missing burritos and wraps. This is a good way to quench that craving. I know cheese technically isn't carnivore, but it is an animal-based product. So we try to use the cleanest cheese we can. So yeah, mostly carnivore, but animal-based is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna give these another minute or so to cool off, and then we're gonna do the wrapping. All right, so we got them all wrapped up. We're gonna pop them back in the oven. That's hot. Got my 3-year-old in the background. She's loud and obnoxious. But there you go. 5 minutes and they're done. Voila. Alright, so they're now nice and cooled off. As you can tell, they've settled down. They were so wild and jumpy, now they're all settled down. So my wife's gonna roll it up. See, and you see how the cheese holds together.
It really does.
And they just make little wraps. They're like little burritos, little taquitos, whatever you want to call them. I mean, you could add some peppers to them if you want, some sauteed peppers, some hot sauce in there. Sometimes we do buffalo chicken wraps. We do shredded chicken, great. And then we put very little seasonings in it. And we use Frank's Red Hot. We throw that in there.
Which we found a cleaner way.
We found a clean way to make some homemade buffalo sauce that doesn't have all the crap in it.
Because there is, if you look at it, there's a lot of crap.
Because we don't like to eat soy, so Frank's has soy in it, and we don't eat soy. We don't eat seed oils or plant oils at all. So, but yeah, let me see. This is all you do. Then you just do a roll. Just get them all rolled up, and you throw them back in the oven at 375 for 5 minutes. And I know ovens vary, so you could even do all the way down to 350, maybe on some ovens 325.
You just want it melty.
You want it melty, not too melty or cooked. But yeah, you got an idea of how it came out. So yeah, this is what we do. And I'm gonna go ahead and let her finish this other pan up, and then we're gonna pop them in the oven, and I'll show you the rest. And they're done. And that's how they look when they come out.
Wait.
Then you want to give them 5-10 minutes to cool down.
It'll burn you.
You can dip them in stuff, or you can eat them alone. You don't need to dip them. This is delicious. So yeah, that's how we do it, y'all.